Okay, right, we've finally got that piston wound back in. This seemed to be the best position to grab that one in. So, pliers on the top, pressing against the top of the piston, and then as you do that, you turn that one in, and you wind the piston in. Yeah, and then all you do is take your grips off, reset your mole grips, minding the rubber, reset them there, and then put your big pliers back on and repeat the process until your piston is wound back into the rubber, like so. So we've done that now. I've got to say that was slightly frustrating without the proper tool, but the tools cost peanuts. Now, brake pads. New news, brand new, old. There you go. You see the difference, obviously. New pad, old pad. Now, if you take your pads out and you forget which way around you put them in, easy way to check that is you've got some shadow marks there. Now that shadow mark there will be from the caliper here and here. You see? Because that pattern, that sits behind there and that marks that pattern. So you know that that one goes that way round, because one pad you'll have, 1 minute, one of your new pads has a spring on it, like that, and one doesn't. So the one that doesn't, there's your old one, goes on the outside, goes closest to you. Now that just slots in there. There you go, a monkey could do that. Oh, by the way, if you want to change your discs while you're doing this, there's two bolts that hold this carrier on. One there, one there. I think they're 18mm or 19mm. Really easy to get to. They are tough to take off, but with a hammer and a spanner, it's easy doors. Take that off, pull your disc off, new disc on, that back on, job's a good one. So anyway, back to the brakes because the battery's running out now. So brake pads in, like so. Other one there. Now, let me just take that out a minute. Sorry. And put my spring-loaded one in. So there we go. Both brake pads in. Now, all you do here is, with your piston wound back in, you slot that back over there. Now there will be some tension on this because obviously you've got your spring-loaded brake pad there. So whilst you push that back in there, oh, and whilst your caliper's off, it's a good chance to push these bolts right the way out, so they'll give you the total clearance. And then all you do is wind that up, line that bolt hole up there, and then obviously wind it in and see if you can bolt one side up. Now these slide bolts are slightly tough on this one. They're sticking in the rubbers, so I'll have a bit of a trouble getting those back in for now, but I'll give them some lube and pop them back in. But you just tighten that up, you tighten that one up, and then your clip goes on here. Now, I'll see if I've got time to put the clip on now in this video, and then we'll finish it there. The clip obviously sits in your two holes there, so what I like to do is push the top one into its position there, and that holds that in place. Now the second one, I like to put the pin in like that. Now you can always, if they're dirty like mine are there, you can always tap them in. Now, well, do you know what? You learn something new every day. With the bolts off, it seems that you can easily put that on. So that might be worth doing that. Now, that's never happened to me before, so there's a good one. Normally what you would do with all this bolted up, you'd put that on there and then you'd prise this little tab and you would prise it around here, yeah, and at the same time pushing those two in. But this seems to be a new technique, so I like this. That's alright, yeah, so that's on. I'll give that a little tap to make sure that stays in. There we go. Now you see that's come out of there, you see. So yeah, let's see if we can get this bolted up. So I'm going to tighten these two bolts up now, and that's it. That's job done. When you get back in your car after you're doing your brake pads, remember to pump the brake pedal before you leave. Yeah, you don't want to be leaving the drive and then find out that your pistons aren't pumped out, and you've got to fill those pistons with fluid before you get any braking. So don't roll out the drive and back into your neighbour's car, right? Like I say, safety, safety, safety. It's such an easy job to do. Costs you peanuts. and they'd probably charge you nearly 200 quid for doing this job. So you've saved yourself 150 quid there. Alright, anyway, Team Solutions, see you later.